Previously on Kingdom Come Deliverance. So I think we're doing part 5 this time. I realized that I had made the fatal mistake of almost starting that mission without owning a horse.
I'm overjoyed. Have you got a horse?
Yes?
Damn Skippy I do.
Really? What is it? A cart horse?
No, a fine Arabian.
I see. So I'll have to get you drunk first.
No means no, Hans. No means no.
Won't we? Bring me one.
Yeah.
At long last.
I just realized this, oh, I'll give him some cheap wine.
So, next time you try to tell me I can't kill a boar with an arrow, you could...
After him. Fetch. Remind me never to get on the wrong side of you.
Don't ever get on the wrong side of me.
Thank heavens I found you, though. I imagine you two might be able to tell me something about Neuhoff. Hmm?
I see. Well, we can give you a little demonstration of what happened there.
I seriously doubt that. Alright, Buckaroo Banzai. Hey, look, it's Radzig. First, we'll talk to our good buddy, Captain Douchebag.
Alright. Better go to Auschwitz then.
And now, the continuation. Hello, YouTube, and welcome back to another Dare to Game video. Today we're playing part 6 of our New Game Plus Kingdom Come Deliverance playthrough. And if you can remember, last time we completed the Neuhoff investigation mission, and that was pretty fun. And of course, we learned a lot about ourselves along the way. But now I think it's an excellent time to pop on over to... Now, we could continue the main mission, but I don't want to do that. I think we're gonna pop over to Sasau and check out our good buddies from Skalitz. That's one of my favorite side missions, story quests. And on the way, I'm going to stop by Captain Bernard. I'm going to take an advice from, I believe, Hershane00, who said to stop and learn the combos and stuff. I probably won't show it on screen just because it's not the most entertaining thing to watch, but I'll stop and do it on the way, and we'll pick it up in Sasau.
You've got to work those techniques into your combat. Force your opponent into a position you want him in, and then attack unexpectedly.
Ow.
I strike from overhead, then slash from the side, back swing low down. So you expect me to strike from below, but then I turn the sword and strike you with the other side. Once more, defend. Now,
Won't let me block.
strike from above, then from the right, then slash. Strikes have to follow quickly, one after the other. As soon as one lands, you start the next.
I know
You
how
have
it
to
works.
Keep exactly to the sequence, otherwise it won't come off. Slash from above, slash from the right, slash from below. Go! Try to catch the rhythm. As soon as one blow lands, change the target zone. It's good. Again. Try to catch the rhythm. As soon as one blow lands, change the target zone. That's it.
Yeah, I know how to do it, you dingus. Alright, we're here and we had to sleep because apparently 3 in the afternoon or whatever it was when I arrived was too late for these people. Which makes sense because they are slugabeds. Anyway, if you are wondering, by the way, why I may look like I'm a little warm, and
Hey! He's here again!
if you wonder why I look a little hot, and I'm not talking about my regular rugged attractiveness, I'm talking about how the fact that it may look like I'm sweating, it's because I am.
Henry!
Where I live right now, it's like 95 degrees with about 80% humidity. And it's 8 o'clock at night. It's only been hotter. So, not very enjoyable. I live in a house with no AC. It's very warm. So I am very warm. But, this mission should cool me off. We're going to talk to the smarter one. Well, he has no shoes. He's got shoes. We'll talk to
We're
Fritz.
here! Henry! I'm glad to see you.
Matthew! Fritz! You're alive!
Of course we're alive.
You can't get rid of us that easily.
I'm almost surprised how happy I am to see the pair of you are alright.
We are now, but we barely made it.
Yeah, it was hard. Fritz ran like a little girl.
Really?
Bollocks! Bloody Joker.
So that's what happened to you.
They gave me a pretty good thrashing as well. It was only in Rat-Eye that I got back in my right mind.
And I see you're not doing too badly for yourself. What are you up to?
Right now, I'm a squire for Sir Radzig.
I see you've worked your way up.
And how are you two getting by?
It's shit.
You said it. We're still chopped off to bits. Owe the monastery a bundle. And there's no work here.
Not for anyone with more than half a brain, anyway.
Well, you two and work never got along. But don't tell me that they're not in need of carpenters. They're reconstructing the monastery.
They don't want us there.
And there's nothing else around here.
Hey, you wouldn't happen to know of anything?
It will really help us out right now.
Should I be a dick? No, you know what? That's not even a question for good guy Henry. I'll find you something.
I'll find you something. You can rely on me.
Thanks, Henry.
We'll pay off the debt. Don't you worry.
The debt?
And where would they hire you to?
Well, we were carpenters in the mines, so wherever they work with wood, I suppose. Forget about construction. After Skalitz, no one will be building for a long time. Just here in Sasau, and they don't want us here. The best chance we have is to work at a mill. People always have to eat. Ideally, we're looking for a job that pays a lot and doesn't require much work.
That's fair. Alright. So, I think Fritz is the one to talk to about the
Glad
debt.
to fucking see you, Henry.
And he swears right away.
The monastery wants you to pay for treatment. That doesn't sound right.
Leave it be, Howell.
I won't. What happened?
We might have pummeled his face. But don't get involved, Henry. We'll settle it on our own.
Wait, who exactly did you pummel?
Well, he kept on bothering us and... in a nutshell, it was his fault and we're not going to talk about it anymore.
But couldn't there be a way to settle it? Maybe he'd let you off the...
There isn't.
All right, if you say so.
God be with you.
Alright, well I think the easiest way to settle it is to go and use my many thousands of dongs to pay off his debt. So I'll hop up to the monastery and see who we have to talk to about that. Study and scribe. Oh, Johanka, that's right, she lives here. Ooh, and all the wounded people. That's another side mission. We'll have to remember that for when we're done with this one, but I think this is the guy we have to talk to. I'll ask him who he is first.
And who are you?
Brother Elias.
What do you do here?
What I can. I'm just trying to help the Skalitz locals as much as I can.
How long have you been helping here?
Since before the refugees arrived. It was much less crowded back then.
And what do you do here exactly?
Mainly, I help Brother Nicodemus.
That's my name.
Occasionally, I keep watch at night in case someone takes a turn for the worse. Sometimes I have to hold the patient down, or fetch and carry things.
Do you know anything about healing?
A little. I can manage the basics, but without Brother Nicodemus, I'd never be able to deal with the more difficult cases.
Thank you. You wouldn't happen to know about a brawl that two carpenters got into while they were being treated here? Apparently it was with a monk?
Heathens.
I think he knows.
So it was you they fought with?
Yes, it was me, and I hope I'll never have to see those wastrels again.
They deserve to be ousted, but the debt? How are they ever going to pay it?
I really don't care. Let them live in penury. Brutes.
I could talk him out of being unchristian, which would be a good thing to do. I could threaten him, which would not be a good thing to do. I could just pay their debt. That's probably the best thing to do.
How much do they owe?
A lot.
Alright. Oh yeah, I know how to haggle. Oh, this is long. Oh wait, I was just going back and forth. Alright, they owe 100? That's not that much. We'll give them 115.
Well, well, look at you. Farewell.
Look at me. Alright, we'll have to come back in here and help after we help out Hans and Fritz. I know that's not their names, but that's what I like calling them.
Hey, twat face.
Not very nice.
About your brawl with Elias.
How the fuck do you know about him?
Stop swearing,
Your
Fritz.
best friends settled the matter.
We We won't forget this. On my honor. Thanks. Take care.
Alright, now we gotta make our money back, because we just spent 115 groschen on him. Let's gamble.
I'm honored that you should come to me.
Damn right you are.
I'd like to throw some dice. Fancy a game?
Ooh, here we go. We'll make all the money back. I'll be able to bet 100. These are lucky die. And continue.
We'll see whose side Lady Luck is on.
We will. 1, 1, 1. And we're going to score and roll again. I always gotta remember, make sure I don't accidentally press Q. We're gonna push our luck.
Not afraid of anything, eh?
Oh! Bad move. That's okay, I think we still got him. I'm confident that I won't. Does he have a bunch of lucky dice?
Well, of all the
Apparently not. Ooh, bunch of 6s. 1200. 1400. Score and roll again.
Christ, it's falling your way and no mistake.
Yeah. I'm just lucky, I guess. Alright, we gotta stay there.
By
Can't
Christ,
push it.
falling your way
600
and no
off.
mistake.
Oh, I thought he was gonna bust again. That would have been funny. He could have kept those 2s, man. It's 200 wing wangs. Makes sense.
We'll
Oh, he's
see.
pushing it!
What the hell's with these damn dice?
What a dummy. Oh, looks like we're gonna go big time again. Oops, can't keep them 6s. That means we'll have to roll again. 1,000 ain't good enough. That was probably stupid. I probably could have ended it there. Did I bust? Ah!
A tank here.
Oh! You got it straight.
Ale as usual.
I can't push it. I gotta win my money back and move on.
That's it.
One beer.
Should I?
Ah, you should have pushed it.
No, I daren't.
Alright. I know what we're gonna do. We're gonna win.
Good game. You deserve it.
Damn right I do, townsman. Good game to you. Alright, so. What are we doing here? What's this say? Go to see Teresa. No, I don't want to do that. Don't want to do the Rete tournament. Okay, so I gotta do. I mean, I'll eventually go to see Teresa. Alright, we're gonna take the main mission off. Friend in need. That's the one we're looking for. We'll take courtship and the Rete tourney off. So now let's head back to, I believe we do have to talk to Teresa about it, you know, because it being a miller. So let's pop over there. Ooh. Is there any work here for carpenters? See?
Is there any work here for carpenters?
I'm not looking for anyone at the moment.
Hmm.
Can you tell me something about the other millers?
There's a couple of other fellows around here in my trade. Wojciech in Kohelnitz and Simon in Sasau.
Tell me about Wojciech.
He's young
Wojciech.
and hot-blooded with a short temper. But he's a fine fellow when you get to know him. His heart's in the right place, and he's always willing to lend a helping hand.
You might wanna hire him.
Unfortunately, he got himself into a feud with that usurer, the merchant Wolfram Pruder. A slimy bastard he is. And now they're sworn enemies.
What about this Simon in Sasau?
An odd one he is. A loner who don't talk much. But he's as dogged as a hunting hound once he gets his teeth into anything. He won't let go until he sees it through, even if he has to walk over dead bodies.
Gruesome.
That job you wanted me to do, I won't do it. I pay both you and the apothecary, so we're even.
You're an ungrateful pup, aren't you? Well, suit yourself. If you ever need anything, you know where not to go. Farewell. Take care now.
Hey! Cool, I finished the good thief. And I stayed good guy Henry. Now let's ask her if she knows anything. Dang. Right, I guess we'll just pop on over to the next mill and see if they're hiring. Now, where did he say this was? Can't remember. He said it like there was a name to this place, but it seems to just be the mill.
I am honored that you should come to me.
Dang right you are.
Is there any work here for carpenters?
I'm not looking for anyone at the moment.
I'm Henry, and I gather you're the local miller.
Aye, Wojciech's the name. If it's work you're after, try somewhere else. I've had my share of bad experiences with strangers. May the Lord watch over you.
Fun, fun. Alright, well, we're going to pop over to Ledechko, because I know there's a mill there. Ah, what have we here? Looks like a battle.
I want your money! All of it!
Who's a bad guy? He's a bad guy.
Kurvavix!
Curvavix?
Lost your balls.
Right where you are.
Ah!
Hey, you! Halt!
What's this guy doing?
Stop!
Isn't this guy a guard?
Got you at last. Now you'll get what's coming to you.
What?
Don't play the innocent. I have
Murder?
witnesses
Those were
who
bandits.
Saw you in the act of murder. Never mind your other crimes. If it was up to me, I'd send you straight to the chopping block. You're lucky the law will only let me throw you in jail.
Let's see if I can talk my way out of this.
Just my luck. Look, I can't tell you anymore. The fate of the whole empire hangs in the balance between King Wenceslas and King Sigismund. High politics, you know? Not a peep to anyone.
Ha 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 ha! You'd make a stuffed bird laugh, but that
You
won't
should have
help
bought
you
the
much.
story, man. Alright. Well, we're here at the mill. We'll talk to Miller Oliver.
God save you.
I think this is
What
the
can I
place.
do for you?
There wouldn't happen to be any work here for carpenters, would there?
Some extra pairs of hands would be useful. What do you have in mind?
My friends, two survivors of Scalets, are looking for work.
And why should I take them?
They're experienced carpenters.
Why not? Carpenters would be helpful. There's a lot of work here at the mill, and I'm not as spry as I used to be.
You do look
Thomas,
super old.
My foreman tries his best, but he ain't up to that kind of work. But they aren't idlers and drunks, are they? I only take in people who are willing to do hard, honest work.
I'm from Scalets, and I know them both personally. They worked in the royal mines, and their master couldn't praise them highly enough.
In the Scouts' mines? That's skillful work. I'll be glad to talk to them. Tell them I'll give them a chance. We'll talk about pay and a roof over their heads when they get here. Farewell.
Alright, we found work, so now we just gotta go back and tell them about it. So we'll pick it up in Sasau.
The miller in Ledechko would be happy to meet you.
You really found work for us?
Of course. I couldn't bear to look at those sour faces of yours a moment longer.
Thanks, Henry. Only...
What?
The reward we talked about, well, we haven't got 2 groschen to rub together.
Yeah, that doesn't matter. You'll pay me when you have it.
That we will. Stop by and visit us in a week. We'll pay you back as soon as we get our first wage.
Sweet.
God be with you.
Alrighty, that was a friend in need. So now I think we pop up over to the monastery and help heal some people. So let's go do that. Alright, I think Johanka's the one to talk to.
Johanka?
Henry?
I'm glad to see you.
Me too. I heard that you're doing well.
I'm doing
Well,
pretty good.
That depends.
You're alive. So you're doing well.
Fair.
What's happening here? Oh my god. Philip and... they're all...
Yes. Where do you think the wounded ended up?
Actually, I had no idea.
Well, now you know. Me and Nicodemus have been trying to keep things under control since Scalets was raised. Just the 2 of us.
Just the 2 of us.
So can I help at all?
Certainly. We can always use an extra pair of hands here. And it's been like that since the beginning.
I was in a bad way myself back then. They took me to Rat Eye unconscious, and I needed a healer.
I just can't.
How is everyone holding up? What can I do?
Holding up? People here are dying, usually needlessly, and I can't do anything about it.
Oh.
We don't have enough food or space or anyone who's willing to help us.
Doesn't anyone help you with nursing these people? You've got scholars all around you.
Scholars, maybe, but they leave the healing up to God. Nicodemus is trying, but everything he knows is from his books.
Can I have a look at them myself? I know a little about healing.
Do you now? And what would you do if you burnt yourself at the forge?
First, you have to cool it down with water. Marigold ointment helps, and it's better if you don't bind it and let it breathe.
You do know what you're talking about. Looks like blacksmiths know about more than just pulling teeth.
Pulling teeth? Nothing to it. As long as you don't squeeze the pincers too hard and crush them.
Well, go and see if anyone needs anything. Just don't go pulling anyone's teeth.
No promises. All right.
Doesn't the monastery care for them?
They give us some food for them and a place to sleep. But I wouldn't say they help exactly. More like they just tolerate us.
Do you have enough food?
Enough to survive, maybe. But convalescents need feeding up.
Maybe if I brought some meat, some game, that would strengthen them up.
That would be a great help.
I'll bring some.
Anything else you need?
Look around.
Well, it is a little crowded.
Crowded? I've had to leave some of the sick lying in the open air, even at night. And have you seen what they're lying on?
I'll try to negotiate better conditions with the monastery.
I tried that, out loud. They just nod their heads, but don't move a muscle.
Very well.
That's all I need to know.
That's all I need to know.
Look, Henry, I know I can speak harshly, but I'm at the end of my tether. Last week Bohuslav died. Maybe you knew him. And nobody even blinked an eye. We desperately need help.
I'll do whatever's in my power.
All right, so let's start helping people.
He'll be able to get out of this on his own.
Come to this guy last, because he's just an insomniac.
Everything here is fine.
What do we have here? Quarryman Semic.
What is it? Something on fire?
You're not from Skalitz?
No, but please help me. I can't stay here.
What happened to you?
I was working on the building when the scaffolding up by the roof collapsed underneath me.
Well, and you're very lucky you survived at all.
Yes, that's what everyone tells me. But it's no use being alive if all I can do is lie here like a wet sack of barley.
Well, you're pretty battered, but I don't see anything that a few weeks' rest can't fix.
Weeks? My God, I have to get back to work sooner than that.
What's the problem? Why can't you stay until you heal?
I have a family. I'm poor. It's only thanks to the building work that we can survive. And the master told me if I don't come back in a few days, then I shouldn't come back at all. And where can me and my wife go then? Who'll take us in? We'll end up living in the woods, where any bandit or ruffian can set on us.
Is there anything I can do to help? It looks like they took care of your wounds.
When I was little, my father got trampled on by a horse, and an old hag from the village gave him some kind of purple herbs for it. And he got better very quickly.
Do you remember what the herbs were?
I don't. But there's supposed to be the whole cursed knowledge of the world in this place. Something has to be written about it. A herbarium. Anything.
I'll try to find something.
Thank you. Thank you.
Farewell.
All right, I know which ones to get for him.
What the?
You look all right.
Mostly, but my leg still hurts.
Did the cumins wound you?
That's what I tell the ladies. Truth is, I did myself a mischief while I was running away.
And do they rebandage it for you?
Occasionally. They told me they don't have enough bandages.
Well, that's no use. Those bandages need changing. I'll get some.
It's not what I wanted to
Take
click.
care now. What do you want?
I have the bandages.
Wonderful. Could you tell Brother Nicodemus?
I can do it myself.
I thought you were a blacksmith.
A long time ago. But unfortunately, I've had to learn a thing or two about the art of medicine since then.
Well, fine then. God be with you.
Alright, we helped Haynes.
These wounds have been well taken care of.
What do we got here?
These wounds have been well taken care of. These wounds have been well taken care
Wounds
of.
have been well taken care of.
I'm not needed here.
This guy looks like he needs our help.
He's not reacting. But all I can see that's wrong with him is his leg. I have to ask Johanka.
Henry, how are you?
What's wrong with that man by the altar? He doesn't look wounded, but he's really pale and doesn't react at all.
He had a broken leg. A bad one. The bone had come right through the skin. We tried to straighten it, but I don't know if we did it right. I'm not holding out much hope for him. I've seen folk in that state before, and it didn't end well.
My God! There has to be something we can do.
And what do you suggest? The monks won't help, and I don't know anyone else who can.
Well, I can try. I'll straighten his leg.
You?
Unfortunately, I've had occasion to try this sort of thing before. You have to place the bones as precisely as you can next to each other. It's hard, but you have to ignore any screams of pain. That's the only way to help him.
Well, fine. Try it then.
One of the sick men, Semek, is complaining about pain and the fact he can't work. He says he...
Semek? Is he one of our people?
No, he's a construction worker. He's bruised and confined to...
Henry, for God's sake, our neighbours are dying here. You're friends. There isn't time to waste on some construction worker's bruises. Oh, honestly, what were you thinking?
Listen, all I need to find out is the name of a herb.
Then go and look it up in a book. You've got your own herbarium, haven't you? May the Lord watch over you.
She's very rude. Alright, let's fix this guy.
Are you holding him firmly?
Aye.
Alright, he'll be fun.
Done.
Check out this guy.
Philip, from Skalitz.
Full name.
I don't see any wounds, but he's shaking terribly.
I will ask this guy.
Christ above! I can't get a wink of sleep.
What are you making such a fuss about?
A fuss? Because of my leg, I have to stay here for at least another week. Hurts like fuck. And with everyone else moaning and groaning all night, I can't get any sleep.
Maybe I can make you something to help you sleep.
Oh, then for God's sake, do it quickly.
Good luck to you.
That guy's rude. If I wasn't good guy Henry, I'd
I'm not
put him
needed
to
here.
sleep permanently.
He just needs to sleep.
Alright. Let's trade with Brother Nicodemus.
You're the one who's in charge of the wounded.
Yes, I'm the infirmarius here. Time was I only had a few elderly monks who couldn't walk to take care of. Now I have this mess to deal with.
Monks so old they can't hold themselves up with their own legs.
If that were the only bodily function they could control. But I shouldn't talk like that. It's a blessing to live to such an age.
Oh boy, that's a lot of stuff. Okay. What happened to Philip?
What happened to Philip?
Philip?
He's unconscious. He's shivering and he has a fever.
Ah, I didn't know that. When he first came here, he was fine. No wounds on him. He was escorting the others. Then he got worse and worse until he lost consciousness entirely. Ask Johanka. Maybe she'll know more.
Alright.
Why are they so badly provided for? People are crammed in next to each other, and some have to sleep outside. That can't be good for them. It gets freezing here at night.
I can't afford anything more for them.
How is that possible? You're the infirmarius. You decide how all the money gets spent.
But I have no say in how much money I'm given. And because the abbot's away, it's still the same amount I had when I was taking care of a few old men.
I won't get any sleep.
Can't you do anything? Won't the others help?
Unfortunately not. The brothers in the cloister aren't much interested in the external world, and the custodian has enough on his plate with the chaos in the region. Besides, his main concern is the smooth running of the monastery.
And the local custodian? His crew has enough provisions.
I tried him, but it seems he had some disagreement with Johanka, and now he won't give us anything.
I'll try to talk to him. Even so, conditions here seem to me quite unchristian.
You're not the only one.
All right.
Do you know anything about herbs?
I'm not an expert, but I know a little something. Is it urgent?
Well, one of the workers who was injured during construction would like to get back to work. He mentioned some purple flowers that would...
Herbs.
Oh, purple herbs that should help.
I couldn't tell you off the top of my head, but you can have a look in the herbarium here. There won't be too many purple herbs for bruises and sprains.
Alrighty.
How about some potion to induce heavy sleep?
Certainly. The old reliable.
Reliable?
Some of the brothers like a good sleep.
Thanks.
Alright, let's go give comfrey to this guy.
What do you want?
Hopefully I have what you need.
Thank you. With any luck, I'll soon be feeling better. If you find the time, stop by to see me in a few days.
Good luck.
Sure thing.
Dear Mistress Johanka, I come again in admiration of your selfless dedication. I would like to invite you to a fine banquet at my palace. You certainly have earned some... What business have you here, fellow? Who let you in?
I'm taking care of the wounded, as I'm sure you're aware.
Ah. Well then, run along and take care of them, and let me talk to Johanka. You're not needed here.
Rude.
Wouldn't it be better to have the banquet here, custodian?
What?
You admire Johanka's self-sacrifice. I'm sure she appreciates the same quality in others.
Ah, yes. Quite. I was just thinking the same. I'll have some food brought here.
There we go. That was effective.
Quiet!
Henry, how are you?
Gonna ask about what happened to Philip.
What happened to Philip?
Poor man. There was nothing wrong with him, and now he's getting worse every day.
But do you know why?
Maybe. He didn't run away from Skalitz, you see. He hid for days, among the corpses. If he got poisoned...
But what can we do?
Us? Nothing. Only Father Simon might have been able to save him. He knew a lot about poisons.
And where is he?
You know he left Skalitz years ago.
And does anyone know where he ended up?
If you believe the stories about a wild man in the woods, then Rovnar is the place to go. God.
We found our pal. Here he is. Oops. Come on, guy.
My respects to you.
I need help with treatment.
And what's wrong with you?
Oh, nothing. But Philip from Skalitz is dying. He's lying in Sasau and won't last long.
Slowly now. What happened to him?
Nobody knows much. He's not wounded, but I heard he was hiding from the Cumans for days in a pile of carcasses.
The Lord have mercy. The living should never lie with the dead. His intestines must be purged, but even then he's in God's hands.
How do I clean his intestines?
It might surprise you, but you'll have to give him alcoholic spirits. The purest you can get your hands on. The best is distilled from Artemisia. It'll make him a bit delirious, but it'll help. I'll show you how to prepare it. God be with you.
Maybe I didn't make the right one. Oh yeah, look at that. I gotta make him Artemisia. Okay, let's go back to Sasau. Look at that, Artemisia. Spirits, 2 handfuls of wormwood, and a handful of sage. Alright, so let's prepare this bad boy. Oh, at least this one's easier to cook than some of the other ones. Spirits. What else do we need? It said... Okay, so drop in the sage. So we need 2 handfuls of wormwood and 1 of sage. Drop in the sage and boil for 1 turn. Okay, 1 of sage. Drop that bad boy in there. Boil for 1 turn, and then we'll grind our... I think it said to grind 2 handfuls of wormwood. Yes, so we need 2 things of wormwood. And put them in this bowl and grind them quick. Hopefully we can do both at once. Yep, looks like we're going to be able to. Alright, let's grind it. Alright, grind the wormwood, drop the wormwood into the cauldron and cook for 2 turns, and then we have to distill it. Okay. Alrighty. 1, 2. There we go. And then we have to distill it. Yeah, see, I thought it was moonshine, because when I read the description it said something about purging... No, I don't know if it said purging the bowels, or I can't remember what it said. But I thought it was going to be moonshine. Alright, I think we're good now. Hopefully I make it right, otherwise I'll have to do it again. And do we have it? Come on. Hey, look at that. We brewed Artemisia poison. A potion. Poison would be bad. Alright. Oh, we have one more thing we have to do. I almost forgot.
Look out.
We need to go get us some meat. Here we go. Got us some cows. Book. That's probably not a very good thing to do, so we'll make it up by picking some St. John's wort. That'll probably help. Alright. Take some more St. John's wort. Alright, let's go bring our meat back to Johanka. Alright, it's time to give Johanka all that thick, veiny meat, just like any good Henry would.
Henry!
I brought some meat.
Thank you, Henry. Rich food will definitely help.
That custodian Sebastian is really obnoxious.
He can be unpleasant, but in his own way. I don't know.
You can't be serious.
What's that supposed to mean? At least he was here, unlike you, the whole time. And anyway, mind your own business. Take care.
Fair enough. I know I healed everyone in there, but yeah, Sebastian's been more help. Come to think of it, that's the last step we need to do, so let's go convince him to give more support.
Good day to you.
Good day to you.
I'm helping at the infirmary now, and I came to...
Ah, and how is Johanka? Do you know her well?
Yes, I do.
Good, good. Does she ever talk about me?
I'm mainly here for supplies and to talk about the state of the wounded from Skalitz. They need blankets, food...
Well, that's not my problem. Let the infirmarius take care of it.
His hands are tied. Until the abbot comes back, he can't get anything.
And why should that interest me?
I'll just pay him.
Because I'll pay you.
For supplies? But of course. That will be...
Oh, come off it. You get your supplies from the monastery for free. No one will bat an eyelid if you ask for more. Blankets can get chewed up by mice. Food can go off.
Yes. These things happen, certainly. And as long as the monastery needs my protection, they'll have to put up with it. Farewell.
Alright. Now what do we have to do? I think that's all the tasks we have to do. Let's just go talk to Johanka. Oh, there she is, lying on the ground.
God be with you, Henry.
And with you.
Tell me more about the situation here. And how are you doing? You're the only woman here, alone in the monastery.
Some of the monks speak to me, but other people act like I don't exist. Too bad the custodian isn't one of those.
Is the custodian causing you problems?
All the time. Apparently he has a wife somewhere, but that doesn't stop him. He's constantly strutting around in front of me.
And, what else?
What do you mean, what else? He's invited me to his home.
I could do something about it, if you liked.
No, I can deal with him. The last thing I need is you going around threatening people. It won't help me, and it definitely won't help the refugees.
Alright, well, I think we're done
that's
here.
all I need to know.
Pretty sure I healed everyone inside. I think we are good to go. So that does it for today. I think we've already run a pretty long video here. So we'll see you next time, and goodbye. Thanks for watching another Dare to Game video. If you liked this video, please leave a like and a comment. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to the channel. If you like my content and would like to support this channel, consider becoming a member today for as little as $1.99 a month. It makes a huge difference. But in any case, thanks for watching and have a nice day. I'll see you next time.